Crooked.
We're going. We're live.
We're live?
It's a little crooked.
We should do a live episode one day. Why is my mic?
Let's do a live episode.
There it is.
What's funny is this
All right, I gotta get this back.
feels like a season premiere for us, but
that is totally correct.
it's just
Feels
another.
like a season premiere?
Yeah, but it's just another episode.
It's crooked.
Make me sick. Yes.
Oh, if you're gonna adjust it right now, we're gonna have to like redo our intro.
No, we're good.
We worked so hard.
Yeah, that was effort. That was hours,
So we're starting now.
and now we're beginning.
This is all gonna be kept in, isn't it?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect.
Welcome to the House of
Crushed
Rouse. Episode. I'm gonna guess this is episode 30. I'm gonna say the big three.
Oh my God,
He's back.
the maniac.
Special guest.
Oh,
Didn't see that one.
yeah!
Didn't look at it.
Big reveal.
Special guest
We're out here today.
Tim Sylvia.
I'm not Tim Sylvia.
Can this turn that way? Somehow you need to have this part face your mouth. I don't know how you're going to be able to pull that off.
How's that? This thing is massive.
I really just love this shirt.
Do you really?
It is
Yeah.
a great
I
shirt.
bet it's a great sleeping shirt. I bet.
I don't sleep in shirts.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, neither do I. I sleep naked.
Not that fully. So yeah, you just got the air flowing.
I put on
It's
one of
nice.
those
It's
clear,
fucking Johnny Cash.
the Man in Black.
What's the best Johnny Cash song? Watch me just.
I fucking honestly one of the deep tracks I love is fucking Sunday Morning Coming Down.
I know that one.
Oh, that shit's sick.
I like. Man, some of his later stuff is honestly the best stuff. The last albums he did. I'm talking about like Hurt and
For sure.
God's Gonna Cut You Down.
Yeah, that shit's sick.
Man.
For
And
sure.
What's that one he's singing about the angels and shit? What's that one called?
Speaking to in the mic, and see if that's working.
Is it working?
Are you here?
It's out right now.
Why
We
is
have
it-
nailed this intro, by the way.
Why is this thing moving so much? That's the question.
Good God Almighty.
So should we just?
This is not staying where it needs to be.
This is terrible.
This
What's the one about the angels that he sings?
This might go down.
as the worst podcast of all time.
All right, is it working? Am I good?
Yeah. Well, talking to the mic.
You're the one
I'm
who's
talking
freaking
into
out
the mic.
about it, man.
I talk.
I'm talking.
Okay.
Here we are.
Just
Don't
the
move
mic
at
out.
all. I just
Yeah.
can't move.
Yeah, don't move at all.
Whatever you do, don't move.
Don't move.
All right.
I moved my leg a little
So the movie I decided on was 1988. I think
Yes.
1988's
This was
The
1988?
Last
Yep.
Temptation of Christ
Definitely thought this was older.
by Martin Scorsese. Hey, what's up, Jesus? You know me, I'm just a little lady. Why don't you come over here and lick on these areolas? Come here, Judas. Come on. Yeah, let Judas look. Come on, let him look. Just come here and fuck me. Just come here and fuck me right now, Jesus.
The title really comes together in the end.
Yep. And Colin, I do believe it's you that has to give
Oh.
us a brief explanation.
Okay, so I did a pretty good amount of research on this movie.
Well,
this
just
was one of the movies that you wanted to research, but
Just give us a slight
yeah. So
explanation.
it's pretty much the New Testament, the Gospels about Jesus and his life, but portrayed as if he was 100% human and 100% a god or whatever. And it's like a telling of the story with some things added that might piss people off. It's honestly, I think it's stupid that anyone would get, like, if you're religious, that they would get mad at this movie, mad at things in this movie.
I thought so too.
I think it's really stupid that you would get upset about it. But yeah, and it's a very realistic portrayal of the story. from the Bible.
Yeah.
Not a movie to watch with your super religious grandmother.
Yeah.
Which is weird
Yeah.
because
Well, they want the really nice telling of this story.
yeah, but
Are you not picking me up? What's going on here? What are we doing?
oh no, I'm just playing with the levels. Hunter, did you like this movie?
Yeah, that's what we're all waiting for.
No.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
I'm not saying it was a bad movie. I just didn't give a fuck about it.
See, I thought
It's a story that we've heard 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he did anything super crazy as far as the retelling up to the point of when it gets crazy. But at that point, I was like, what the fuck is happening?
This is
I literally wrote, what the fuck is happening? I didn't know. And then I figured out what was happening, and then I'm like, oh, what?
You're skipping ahead.
I know, but I still haven't said much about it. I've literally just thrown verbal reactions.
I absolutely loved this movie.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing.
I thought it was amazing. In fact, I think it's one of the best directed movies I've ever seen. As far as like shots and camera work, it's some of the best fucking camera work I've ever seen.
I only had one complaint about the whole movie. One complaint. Thought Judas was miscast horrendously.
Oh, Harvey Keitel?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was strange
Just some
too.
fucking Italian New Yorker playing Judas for some reason. That was really strange.
I thought that was
He did a
strange,
good
too.
job. Like his acting's fine. He
Maybe
just wasn't.
Iscariot is an Italian last name.
Well,
That is his last name, isn't it?
It is.
Judas.
That's the joke.
I'm shocked that. I know. I'm just amazed that you knew that.
Of course I know it.
Yeah, I'm
To
very
really
surprised.
bash on something, you gotta know it.
That's true.
I have to imagine it wasn't because he thought Keitel was the best for the role. It was just doing him a favor. Because Keitel's like in almost all of Scorsese's movies.
Yeah.
Again, I can't say anything bad about direction. That I've noticed the shots. I just did not give a shit.
See, I didn't
You
think.
picked a character study about Jesus. What did you think I was gonna think about it?
I thought you would at least think it was like really well made and all that
It
stuff.
was well made.
But yeah,
I'm not gonna give it a bad rating, but I just didn't give a fuck about it, and I kept looking, and I was like, there is still another hour and a half.
Oh,
left.
man.
I was just wondering if how well done it was would like make you enjoy it more, at least somewhat. That's what I was wondering.
I was super emotional by the end of this movie. I'll be honest.
That would say all that, but
I was super emotional by the end of this movie. I thought it was beautiful. And I think I'll go out and say it's the best religious movie I've ever seen.
I legit thought this was like 10 years older, and this was like one of Scorsese's first couple tries. And I was like, all right, he gets better with age.
Dude, his camera work.
Dude,
is
his camera work and everything is better
insane.
in so many other movies.
Oh man.
You're about to give this a dumb
And he
rating.
took so many there's so many wild chances that he took.
yeah, I mean, isn't this movie's like super critically acclaimed too? It's got like fucking like 90% on every website, pretty sure.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, I thought like there was a lot of I think the cinematography was amazing. Like there was really cool like details I liked about it. Like they're really small but just really good choices, I think. Like when he's in the desert and he's being tempted by
I loved that scene.
I think that it was super smart to like not try to recreate actual things of like Satan and stuff. It was like the flames and just like the lion and like the tree. I thought that was like a lot of religious movies will just like literally try to put Satan.
I'm the devil.
And the scene, yeah, boo with the horns, oh
But I
baby.
mean, there is a lot of that animal imagery and it's like talking to snakes and shit like that in the Bible anyway. So
the serpent.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, I appreciated those things, but at the same time, I was like, I don't understand how somebody couldn't, if you're gonna be mad about something in this movie, don't be mad about the end. Be mad about like you're watching all of this shit and you're like, yeah, this is what I believe. This dude is just hanging out with fucking insane people down by the river. And he's talking about like voices are clawing at the back of my head.
Well, that was
right,
the times.
What's funny is
the guy. Here's the one.
what's funny about the whole movie is the only like two things that are not necessarily in the Bible for the there might be little smaller things here and there, but like mainly the two things that aren't in the Bible are that he was in a relationship with Mary, and that he
Oh man, have you read the Da Vinci Code?
and that he built.
Oh yeah, there's a hidden.
And
Well,
then
one
he-
of the hidden books of the Bible. Apparently, there's some stuff about that.
Well, so I researched all of this afterwards because I wanted to know too. But the other thing was that he built crosses because remember the beginning.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't-
So that had never
yeah.
happened. But
Yeah.
Did he rip his heart out? I don't remember that part of the Bible.
well, see, a lot of the stuff was like actual things that happened in the Bible, but it was just like Scorsese's interpretations, like him making that scene. Like he would put his little touch on it. Like I said.
Oh
like-
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so there's like a bunch of books that weren't added to the Bible. There's actually 14 of them, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, none of them actually outright say that Mary was like in a relationship, but they say that they like kind of allude to it a little bit, like that he liked her more than all the apostles and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they say that he kissed her on the mouth frequently.
Yeah.
But they never like actually outright say they're in a relationship or anything like that. But yeah, like even the ending, when the ending came, I was like, when it was building up, I was thinking.
Who's skipping the ending now?
It's on the theme of the sacrilegious stuff. I was thinking, oh, this is where the sacrilegious part happens, and then it doesn't. It doesn't
it's-
at all.
it's very-
So why would you be mad about that?
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Like the whole way everything's told.
Yeah, the ending is amazing. That's
It's-
like the best part of the movie for me.
I wrote it was
Easily.
this film was to me Batman Begins with Jesus. It was like the very human, gritty storytelling of what it might have been like to actually let's be as realistic as possible with this Jesus character and what could have it really been like.
yeah, under the story that he's like actually God and all this stuff. Like,
Well, yeah, and I
make
love
a
how he
movie
doesn't even
super realistic.
he doesn't
I think
even
they
want to
did really
be good, like the Son of God. He's like, I just want to fucking be a human for God's sakes.
Yeah.
My notes are titled "The Fucking Jesus Movie" when I usually just write out the name of the actual movie. I didn't this time. My first note is, listen to him. He doesn't want it. Like when he's about to throw the stones.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, well, we do. Oh, and then I literally wrote, like, how would someone watch this and be like, yep, that's the story I fully follow. That's what I signed up for.
I think it's if I was strictly following that religion, this would be the movie I'd be like, if you want to know what I think, this is the movie to watch, not all the other bullshit. And this made me never want to watch Passion of the Christ because I was thinking,
There's no way it's as good as that movie.
there's no way it's as good as this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Passion of the Christ isn't even supposed to be good unless you're like religious. Like, there's the only people that like that movie.
And it's all based off guilt. You're supposed to be like, oh man, look at Jesus getting fucking
Like the
tortured.
South Park episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking loved the score. The score was
Score is
amazing.
incredible.
Dude, it was so good. Right from the bat, the intro credits, I was like, oh
So
shit.
I
this
actually
is
wrote
awesome.
who because
It
it was Peter Gabriel
from Genesis.
Yeah.
That absurdly big notebook.
Yeah, that is a giant
Why
notebook.
is that notebook so big?
my ideas. Look at
Got
this.
a big book of ideas.
I got this slice of pizza. Flip that up.
Flip it up.
Flip it up.
Flip it up. Oh, got me.
Got him.
It said, "Put me back down." And
That's right.
We promptly did.
But my favorite shot of the entire movie is that first person angle when he's on the cross and the cross is being lifted up, and it's like from the perspective of the cross, and it's being and then you see the entire audience of people just watching
Oh yeah.
from the ground. That shot was so fucking cool to me. I loved it.
There was a lot of like great atmospheric stuff, I thought.
Yeah.
My only other negative note was Willem Dafoe does not hang full dong in this movie. That was very upsetting.
Oh,
I knocked it down about 2
Well,
points.
there was
for
a
me.
child talking to him.
that's true.
I mean, she definitely saw it.
She signed
It wasn't a child though.
It was the devil.
It was Satan, which was shocking.
Spoilers. That was a great
like, oh,
twist.
shit.
Amazing plot
Okay.
twist.
Yeah, that was great. And it turns back into flames again. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Or oh my Satan.
I don't know. The whole crucifixion scene, amazing, like really great. But
Oh, when it goes silent and
then
everything.
it's
Sound
that
design.
shit. I'm like, I literally was like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh man, when he beats John the Baptist, that scene's creepy as shit, dude.
Yeah.
That was horrifying. I was like, oh
Every
my
scene with John the
God.
Baptist was creepy.
Yeah,
as
they
fuck.
really depicted him as a fucking lunatic.
as a
Yeah.
psycho.
I wouldn't want to hang out with that guy at all.
Yeah, well, they all are. So
Well,
And
hey,
he gets decapitated. I forgot.
Willem
about that.
Dafoe is just going through a lot of shit, but I
He
love the
he
Jesus
talked,
in this movie.
He
a good guy.
talked to a snake, a lion, a tree, some flames. Apparently, there's a raven.
We all
clawing
do
at
in
his
our
brain.
own way.
What? No,
It's-
I don't.
It's metaphorically
Not
throughout our life.
metaphorically, yeah, but he was seeing them. He said, "Step a paw in my circle."
Well, hey, to be fair, if you sat in the desert in a circle for 10 days straight, you'd probably see some shit.
Yeah.
This made me want to. I was going to pick this eventually, but now I'm going to have to wait to pick it a long time. But rewatch the Ten Commandments movie from like the 30s.
Oh, it's supposed to be awesome.
Yeah, it's got.
I did love the water and the wine scene. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
go check again. He's like, no,
Got
I'm
him.
sure it's fucking water. He goes, really? Why don't you check?
Yeah.
Just take
Like,
a little
why
second.
is
love it.
Jesus so fucking fly? Like, calm that shit down, Jesus.
Cause he's on his groove now. I love when he gets on his groove, cause then he just walks up. He's like, "Hey, everyone, it's all about love. It's all about fucking love."
But then he goes full testament again. He's like, burn this shit down.
Yeah. Oh, I love. Oh, it tells all the stories, like when he goes to the church and flips the table, cause he's like, "These people selling shit, the house of God." I love it.
Oh, I had two things I was gonna say. Rewatch this movie as a from the perspective that he's a hippie magician, and it's a bunch of different story.
That's the only way to watch.
But
Man.
in the temple scene, one of my notes was Jesus just chucks a bird like
He
across
does.
the fucking
He
temple.
grabs that
He
chicken and
grabs that
slings it,
fucking
dude.
bird. Yeah, just
Yeah.
flings it out off screen.
They lot of animal corpses. I thought that was kind of like crazy for people
That was
to watch.
realistic shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They slaughtered that. Yeah, when they cut that goat, like his neck open. at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, I said, Jesus out here making out with John the Baptist and these freaks by the river.
Oh man, that's so funny. I went through so many emotions watching this. I legitimately felt like I came out of the movie like a better person. I came out and I was like, oh man.
You want to know what I said immediately after the credits were over? And
The credits were amazing too.
When I finished my epileptic seizure.
Oh yeah, that part messed people up.
I literally said, "Fuck Evan."
Oh, God. Yeah,
We're
I
the
feel like-
worst movie podcast of all time.
I mean, I feel like you have to watch it from if you have a lot of bias towards the whole thing, and so
I just it's
just
just
gotta
the
watch it from a
subject. It's
neutral-
purely the subject matter. Again, I'm not going to give it a terrible rating because again, it's great little shots. Like when he says, "It's like I just want to get." He's like, "I feel like I'm about to get pushed over the edge," and it kind of sweeps over the edge of the canyon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great shot too. I love
But
that
also,
shot.
one thing that really threw me off is like from the jump. For a minute, it really did take me a minute to not just see fucking Green Goblin. In the beginning, he's arguing with himself. He's just like, get the voices out of my head. Like, I
I
couldn't.
should have added that little laugh he does.
Yeah, it took me a minute to not see him as Green Goblin.
I just like you have to strip all the bullshit things about religion off and like everything you know about Christianity and the people that are Christian, like the Bible thumping people.
But again,
and
like I said-
LEU and all that stuff. Like get it all in your head, Republicans, all that shit, and just watch it from this like neutral. Just watch it as a story. Just a story. It doesn't have to be religious. It's just
Just a story.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's a
just a
story I've
movie.
heard 1,000 times.
Well, in religion
You strip it away.
religion can just be a story, but still be meaningful. Which is, I think, the whole point of the movie was that because they even talk about how he even talks about how heaven and hell aren't real places and how those are just mind states.
Yeah.
In the movie, and I was like, fuck yeah, Martin Scorsese preaching some fucking truth out here in the 80s. It was awesome.
Yeah, it also made me want to
Yeah.
research more about why those books weren't added over time.
Oh yeah.
Like why
That's-
each one specifically wasn't, because then it's all probably different. But,
and it was king, like it was some king, I think, who was like, "Fuck those books."
Yeah.
All right, you want to hear my last two notes? First one is what the fuck is happening, because I just had no fucking clue. when that little girl got him off the cross, and then he started fucking
Getting
Mary
married.
Magdalene, and he's just railing bitches.
Oh man, when he's
and
when he,
I just didn't know it was going, so I wrote what the fuck is happening.
when they nail the nails in every time, I was like,
Oh yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's
and
gotta
then-
suck.
And then I said, when he snapped back to the cross, Biggie should have started playing.
Just hypnotized.
It was all a dream.
Oh, I was thinking
That would've been
10 crack
perfect.
commandments.
No. What?
No, but then did you catch David Bowie?
Yep, Pontius Pilate.
David Bowie's in it.
Sick.
Well, I'll tell you, I thought that was awesome. I saw David. I was like, what the fuck?
I did not notice.
It's a cool little
David Bowie.
cameo.
Just to give you an idea of how disinterested I was in this movie.
Crazy.
That's a shame.
I apparently missed David Bowie.
Yeah, that's a big shame. Well, I would rank this as if we're doing greatest Scorsese movies. I don't know. But as far as favorite,
Oh, you're gonna.
as far as
say
favorites, I
something
got it
dumb.
as number 2.
T.
2.
This actually might be only the second Scorsese movie I've actually seen. This and
That's
this and
crazy.
Goodfellas. I can't remember the ones I've seen.
Well, I got this as my second favorite, I think. I will say it took me about took me about 10 minutes to like kind of settle in. The first 10 minutes I was like, this is about to be weird as
The
fuck.
Wolf of Wall Street. The
But then I
Departed,
got into it hardcore.
The Aviator. Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York's a little overrated, I
You
think.
shut the fuck up.
It's a little
You
overrated.
shut the fuck. That's dumb. It was dumb.
Well,
Gangs of New York is way better than this movie.
I
It's
think
not even close.
I think there's a lot of people who disagree with that.
I know two specifically.
Because Gangs of New York,
But
if
I'm
you
not
look at the
gonna
critic
give the
reviews,
name.
is not crazy good.
That's just because fucking Cameron Diaz brings it down.
Yeah,
a
that's like
notch.
universally known as his worst movie. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's
What?
it's known to have
never
one of the
seen it,
best
so I can't
performances, but it's not known to be like an amazing movie or anything. And it's good.
I need to see
It's
it.
one of his weaker attempts, I think.
What?
Did he do Taxi Driver?
Of course he
Taxi,
did.
whatever it's called?
Casino.
That's right.
Yeah,
I need to watch more of those
Goodfellas.
movies.
Oh my god.
Lots of mob movies.
But
I'll take all of those.
Oh, he did
over
Raging Bull
those.
too, right?
Yeah, Raging
Yeah.
Bull.
but yeah, the direction I think is the strongest point of this movie, and the camera work. And yeah, the score is awesome as well.
I love whenever they did the like the zoom shots. I feel like they were like done infrequently enough to be
Yeah.
good, but when they did it every time, it was
Yeah.
really way showed the scene.
Yeah, and I love how they showed like there's so much fucking sex in this movie, but it's not like done in a graphic way. It's
Yeah.
just like kind of this is how it is. This is how human beings are. And
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. And yeah, I could not believe, because I was reading about how this movie was insanely controversial back when it came out, which I don't even understand. What could have
Is that still?
what could have pissed people off? I don't even know.
Just probably.
I'm telling you, it's because they're like,
Because-
this is what I believe.
It's
This
literally-
dude's just hugging mud people.
I think mainly it was just because they show it, see him having sex with Mary, which it ends up not even. It's like literally just showing his temptation of being a human that he overcomes in the end. So it doesn't break anything in the Bible at all. It
I
just
get
shows-
it's the whole temptation thing too, though. But I also I don't really like the whole "it's all a dream" thing.
Well, it wasn't just a dream. It was it was his last temptation.
Yeah, I get
if
that.
if he
I
had done it,
I got
Tempting
it.
him.
I got it. It's still the fucking "it was all a dream" concept at the end of the day.
no. 'Cause if he had done it, it wouldn't have been a dream, though.
Huh?
If he had done it, it wouldn't have been a dream.
He did. He basically did it. You watched him do it, and then go back to, oh, I'm not gonna do it.
Well, still his internal.
He dreamed about doing all of it, and then didn't do it.
But then realized this is not the life I want. I will sacrifice my family for the salvation of everyone else.
Yes.
And that's the Jesus story I like.
I don't like any of it.
This is the Jesus story that was made for me.
This is the Jesus story that's really made for everybody. if
Yeah.
you're into that shit, and but you'll probably hate it if you are a Christian. So,
Which is so funny.
because most of you guys are a bunch of fucking idiots.
Well,
There goes like 60 subs right there.
oh god, and I love how most of this movie's about not judging people.
And what are you gonna do?
But
Look at it. Hey, no, you know what though? But they were all Christians in the movie. That Jesus was like, "Stop throwing rocks at them, man."
yeah,
You know, that's a problem. It was just really showing that most of them are.
but yeah, and one critic said it best when he said something like, "This movie is going to offend most Christians and most religious people, but then again, so did Jesus."
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what-
yeah.
And I was like, "Yep."
We
That's
gotta
a
be done
perfect-
talking about this movie, right?
That's a perfect way to wrap it up.
Hey, just because
That's
you
perfect.
have no soul doesn't mean that we.
None of us do. I hate to break it to you.
If you can't tell, Hunter's the most atheist of the three.
Well, he's yeah.
No, he's an atheist. Say it.
I mean, the only one that would make sense to me is one that just created it all and said, "All right, there it is.
Deist.
No more no more interactions." Yeah, I'd probably agree with the deist idea the most. But again, I mean,
No one really
most
knows.
likely not.
Who knows?
Yeah, but most
It's
likely
flying
not.
spaghetti monster.
True.
Yeah. But the flying spaghetti monster didn't teach me how to forgive. And for that,
Maybe you haven't
One-
gotten his message yet.
that's true.
It took you a while to get Jesus.
Maybe
If anyone has
easier
any-
to forgive if I could see how my whole life is going to turn out, and then be like, all right, you know, maybe I can make a change.
If anyone has any textbooks on the flying spaghetti monster, I would love to have
Oh,
to
yeah.
read them.
All you Pastafarians out
You
there.
were just,
You pasta
you were just S and Scorsese's D if you're not saying this is a fuck. It's that fucking dream sequence. That's what it is.
It's good.
Dude,
Tastefully done.
it's
God bless him.
this is some of the best directing I've ever seen. I don't know what else to tell you. Made by one of the best directors of all time.
Again, I'm not going to give it a terrible grade, but
Well, don't get too mad at the ratings. 'Cause we have to save our anger for the actors list coming up.
That's true.
Save
I
it.
probably won't be super angry at most of them because
So-
my list, I can't believe my list, honestly.
I'm only worried about one of mine.
I have
Only
no
one of
idea
mine.
what I did, man. It was
Let's-
a weird time for me.
Well, let's cut to... Oh, let's do our first ad break, and then let's get to ratings.
I guess I'll go first. I kind of didn't want to, but you know what.
Oh, I can go first if you want me to.
I kind of want to save it for the second one.
All right.
I want the juices to be flowing. When
Well, I'll go first then.
While you do that, I'm going to fetch me my water.
This episode of the House of Rouse is brought to you by...
all right.
All right. I mean, either way, we're all getting paid for it here.
The one they sent you.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! And you were shitting on my ad.
I know I did, and then I wrote a longer one, or got sent a longer one.
Censor that. This is why we don't have to reboot the season, guys.
It's terrible.
Hey, whoa, we don't even know that's happening yet.
I said we should. I never said. Now you just ruined it. I said we should reboot it. I never said we were.
Shh. Goblins. It's all. We're brought to you by Wolf, Lion, and Catnip.
Can you? You need to enunciate a little better. That sounded like wolf line.
We're brought to you by Wolf, Lion, and Catnip. Hello. We here at Catnip know that this is an ever-changing, ever-evolving world. We want to adapt to these new challenges and meet the needs for a new demographic. Goblins are finally finding their voice, and their pets should too. That's why we have created the healthiest food for your wolf lions. We all know how quick wolf lions grow, and they need premium food to help those growing bodies. Wolf Lion and Catnip is comprised of premier human meat mixed with a little bit of cow for that extra flavor.
Who knew?
So now we're serving humans to goblins' pets?
This whole right thing, it's an overcorrection. They've gone too far.
I don't know where I stand.
Yeah, we need to... someone needs to wipe out everything and start over. We have Wolf Lion Puppy Blend, Wolf Lion Adult Blend, Big Ass Wolf Lion Blend, and Little Ass Wolf Lion Brand. And many other great varieties. I love how the other ones are blends, but Little Ass is a brand.
It's little.
You can find these at every Genograms Groceries around the world along with all of our normal stuff for cats. Promo code woof woof roar roar. I don't know if I can greenlight that.
There's a lot of
Oh man.
there's a lot of lore there. It's just getting a little too muddled. I think we might have to go along with that idea.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's a little.
I'm gonna buy a new cord, I think.
You think
weird.
so?
It's all good.
All right, let's get to ratings.
All right.
Who goes first?
Oh yeah, we go down the line. And I give this film a 92%. It is damn near perfect. It's amazing.
I give it a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I thought the only flaw was just the miscast with the Italian. Why are you touching my leg?
Harvey Keitel, amazing actor. Just weird to see him play Judas, and his hair looked so oddly colored.
Yeah, it was strange.
It's like a B-. It's just I see, again, the shots are great, the music's great, the crucifixion scene's dope, the imagery they use is sick, but I just do not give a shit about the source material. And that's my honest opinion.
Well, it still averages out to be a pretty good grade, so I'll take it.
Because cinematography, the different shots, media score, all that shit brings, and then source material.
Man, with the movies we've watched in this season so far, this is a strong front runner.
Yeah, very, very strong.
What do we have? What's been released in the season so far?
The second strongest is Mean Creek.
No.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
There's no way.
What do you got? Brothers Grimsby ahead of it?
The Green Hornet.
You're saying number one? We're talking about the number one, right? We're talking about the number one spot. Mean
number
Creek
one-
isn't there.
Number 2 is Mean Creek.
Mean Creek is not there.
What else could be
Movie
there?
sucks.
I think you give it a C+ or something. We're getting completely off topic.
The movie sucks.
I give it a 7, I think. I can't remember.
I'm going to cut to you saying Spawn's a good movie.
Every time he says something.
I'm just not into this epic biblical movie Martin Scorsese
It is
made.
epic.
Spawn's great.
It is epic. It's great.
Spawn I'm excited for. Spawn's
I've never seen Spawn.
Well,
And
you'll
Hunter-
probably hate it because it's good. So
Hunter loves it.
All right, let's cut to the transition song.
it's like if I read Spawn comics for fucking, 15 years of my life. And then it's like, all right, I'm pretty done with Spawn at this point. And it's like, oh, it's a Spawn movie. I don't fucking care about it at this point.
Yeah. Up next, top 5.
This is the transition song. Transition song. Transition song.
Top 5 actors of all time.
I zoned out midway through your sentence.
Oh, fuck. I'm wearing the hell out of this shirt.
This is it
Looks good.
I think this is a regular. I think when season 4 when we reboot this whole fucking shit, you should wear that every episode.
It's a reboot. It can't. I mean, it's a reboot.
Dear God, we've got to fucking finish this, man.
We're doing great on time.
Yeah.
Now,
I was worried.
here's the thing. This is the greatest actors of all time. Not the favorites.
All right. Before we start this, no. I have a couple things I want to say right now.
And you start.
Okay. Good. Perfect. I want to say really quick. That I think it's bullshit that women aren't allowed in this because they were allowed in the top 5 athletes of all time. And before I say anything, before I hear your rebuttals, I decided to change the top 5 athletes list the morning,
The same day.
the morning of, and we didn't start till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and both of you only had one woman out, and you know you had honorable mentions that you could have subbed out for the women. So it's the crock of shit, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I was really close just putting like 3 women in it.
I
Just to piss you off.
reinstated in the episode.
But just to clarify, you still, after all that, you put no women in your top 5, right?
In this list?
Yeah.
Well, I decided not to because we were going along. I'm going along with him.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna play mean.
took a
I was gonna be
stand
mean. I was being
and
mean.
You could have easily took a stand and really sold us and been like,
I
you know
really-
what? I'm gonna put a woman in just to shut
You know what?
up.
But-
and yet you didn't.
I failed women once again.
and here's
I failed
and
you.
the only difference is on tape I said male actors. On tape, you only said athletes.
Like I said, you could. It was just one. It was you guys had several honorable mentions. You guys subbed in, and you guys made a big deal of it. So fuck you guys.
We could still do
but whatever.
female athletes.
I
one day,
played nice.
if you want to.
Just
played
tell
nice.
us why Christian Bale's won.
Oh
All right.
God.
I'm really not too worried,
Here
except
we
for
go.
I'm only worried for one of them. And I also listed movies that they stood out in on my list. Okay, number 5, Willem Dafoe, 5th greatest actor of all time. A kind of mixture of like he's amazing and he's one of my favorites. But man, this list ended up turning into me like when I see this person's going to be in the movie, how excited do I get? Kind of. But like I wouldn't do that if I didn't also think they were great. They have to be really great. But yeah, Spider-Man, he's amazing as the
Last
villain.
Temptation also sell you on him?
Yes,
Or
that's
you're
why I was
"Fuck."
like, well, right when I saw him, I was like, oh, I forgot Willem Dafoe's in this. Then it was over with, and I was like, man, yeah, he's probably gonna make my list because it was amazing. Yeah, Spider-Man, The Lighthouse, John Wick, he's great in the scenes with that movie. The Last Temptation of Christ, and American Psycho, he's great in all those.
Antichrist.
Haven't seen it. Yeah, he's playing a lot of like edgy religious movies.
Yep.
That's 2 big ones. But yeah, Willem Dafoe, I immediately get excited when he's in a movie. He plays a villain a good bit, and he's just fucking perfect at it. How has he never been the Joker? God, he would have killed it as the Joker. But
He was Ryuk
Oh,
in
yeah.
Death Note.
yeah, I heard he was like the only good part of that movie.
Oh, I didn't watch most of it. I basically watched it just to see him, and he was great, but it wasn't enough to keep me in it.
Yeah. Oh, we guys didn't get mad at that. I'm not worried about the rest. That's the only one I was worried about.
Oh, that was
I
like,
mean, I don't
alright.
hate it. You can
Yeah, it's
the
alright.
5 spot. You can always usually argue a bunch.
Okay. It was really hard. I had a couple front runners.
Yeah.
Number 4, Brad Pitt. Top 5. And I wasn't thinking about it at first, but then I went to IMDb and I saw Fight Club and Glorious Bastards, Burn After Reading, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 7, Interview with a Vampire, and Deadpool 2 as the Vanisher. I mean,
Ocean's
he's
11.
amazing in Deadpool.
Here's the thing:
The
is you
Vanisher.
haven't even listed some of his, like the ones that were more out there that was more like 12 Monkeys.
Yep.
Haven't seen it.
He plays a crazy character that he just nails.
Meet Joe
Fucking,
Black.
Yeah. What else was he just? Snatch.
I've turned Snatch off 4 times.
Regardless of how you feel about that movie,
I've never gotten through it.
the accent that he pulls off in that movie is fucking insane. I can't believe that you have put Brad Pitt on there. That is the biggest shock to me.
Why?
He is crazy.
I love Brad Pitt.
Because I didn't put him on mine.
What? I thought he was going to be top 3 for you.
I think
honest.
he's amazing, but I just didn't see that coming.
That's the thing. Yeah,
I feel weird because he's so Hollywood.
I
you
was
know?
almost a little afraid to put him on there. I almost
No,
need to
man,
reconsider.
no.
He's great,
Brad
but I
Pitt's
didn't
amazing.
I never thought that you would accept that argument.
I mean, I think
am
he's.
just shocked.
I think.
I love me some Brad Pitt.
I think he's amazing, but yeah, I don't think he's necessarily top 5. But I do think he's
you
amazing.
can make the argument.
His-
for it.
dude,
he
it-
is incredibly.
I don't know if
versatile.
you
His
could argue
the
top
best 2
5.
lines, on my list, or best 2.
Top 10 maybe.
Fuck, dude, there's 3 roles. Okay, so you're not gonna agree with my top 3 roles for him, but Inglourious Bastards,
Oh, please,
amazing Inglourious
Great.
Bastards.
Burn After Reading.
Burn After Reading could be
Yes.
number 1 because he's just so funny in that movie.
That's his favorite role of mine.
And Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yes, the end, especially with the ending. And he
he's great in
kicks
that,
he
but
kicks
dude,
Bruce Lee's ass, which is
I'm
I
still
got it.
telling you, one of his best performances is fucking Snatch. Just to pull
His
pull
performance
off
is
that
great, Nat.
fucking accent
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
All
great.
right.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
is that actually good?
It actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
It actually is dope.
I just I have to. Am I reconsidering my
Oh,
list?
Fury?
I don't know what to do
See,
anymore.
I need to rewatch Fury. I remember thinking it was just good.
Fury's fucking awesome.
But I remember being really corny. Like, it was kind of like...
I don't think
it's really like very, very stereotype army kind of movie. I don't know. Anyways, number 3, Joaquin Phoenix. And this one I have the least amount of roles that are like just amazing for him. But just the ones that just the ones that he's in that he just really crushes. I don't know, man. I just get excited when I see him. He's gonna be in a movie.
You haven't even seen Her, have you?
No, really need to.
Oh God, I can't. So much of me wants to watch Her again, but I don't want my heart broken again.
It's so
The movie,
amazing.
That is one of the most beautiful, as far as like cinematography and just the entire world design. It is so sleek, and every single thing is so thought out.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to watch Inherent
God.
Vice.
Like, did you see how I'm getting just thinking about Her? Oh my God,
it's great.
Joker.
I need to rewatch it.
Joker is most recent, I think. At least his most recent giant movie he was in.
The Master's
He
supposed
killed
to be
it.
crazy.
Absolutely killed it in Joker. Walk the Line, which we already reviewed,
Line's
talked
really
about. He's amazing.
Gladiator.
And he sings in the movie, which is also fucking awesome. He's an amazing singer. And Gladiator, arguably his best performance, if you really wanted to.
No, The Master, people
don't hate
probably
it.
say.
I just.
Joaquin Phoenix is probably my second favorite actor. Purely just my favorite. He's probably my second favorite. I just get hyped when he's in a movie. But and his interviews. You just gotta love his interviews because he's so anti-Hollywood and all their BS.
Yeah.
All right. So number 2, Jack Nicholson. And looking through his filmography, I haven't seen a ton of his movies.
Oh, I've seen a lot.
But I mean, his
Jack
best
Nicholson.
2 have got to be The Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I feel like. I mean, I can't imagine there being any. I mean, you could argue those like some of the 2 best performances ever.
I would 100%.
So you could definitely say either one of those is like just purely one of the best ever. And he's like, I feel like universally considered by like critics and stuff to be like of the top like 5.
Yeah.
Could argue number 1. I haven't seen enough of him. He's also great as another one who's in the Joker. Joker. He's a great Joker. Fantastic.
I'm just still shook over Brad Pitt. I don't know what to do over here, man.
Yeah. All right. So you guys already know Christian Bale is my number 1. He is my favorite, and I think he's the greatest.
You think he's the GOAT of acting ever?
And we have the Dark Knight trilogy, American Psycho,
insane,
The
man.
Big Short, American Hustle, The Fighter, Public Enemies, The Prestige, and Equilibrium. Those were all. And those aren't even. He's got tons of other giant movies.
There's also that.
The Machinist, where he fucking loses all
There's
that
a
weight.
couple of war movies. What is it, Empire of the Sun? That's his
Yep,
first
he's in
one
that
he was
too,
in.
yeah.
That movie's so fucking good.
And then there's
Vice.
there's another war movie where he's like a POW in Vietnam with Steve Zahn.
Oh,
Rescue Dawn.
I wrote down Steve
Rescue
Zahn.
Dawn, yeah.
I wrote down. That movie's awesome.
Rescue Dawn slaps.
That movie is
Yeah, dude,
awesome.
he's really good in
He
that
kills
shit.
it, that movie.
And he plays Dick Cheney in Vice, and he's incredible.
I wrote Steve Zahn as my number 5, but I forgot to say it as the joke.
Oh,
Damn it,
Dick
I ruined the joke. But yeah, I think he is easily the best actor of this generation. I think he's the most versatile actor of all time. I mean, he's literally famous for just like losing tons of weight, gaining tons of weight. Just does whatever he needs to absolutely be that person, and you believe him every time. He is incredible. I don't see how you could not, at least not entertain the argument that he's in the top 5.
Oh,
He's
100%.
amazing.
I don't know. I don't know about one.
No, he's not the GOAT. He's not.
He's my goat.
All right.
He is my goat.
Sick.
All right, so yeah, number 5, Willem Dafoe. Number 4, Brad Pitt. Number 3, Joaquin Phoenix. Number 2, Jack Nicholson. And number 1, Christian Bale. Bam. That's how it's done.
Okay.
All right, well, while you get your thoughts together, I have an ad.
Well, this is usually not where we do that.
Oh, is it? Is it not?
No,
That's
of course
fine.
not.
I forget every time.
We do.
we do
We do one 30 minutes in, and then we do one at 45 minutes, and then 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Because that makes the most sense.
It does make more sense when we do it this way, doesn't it? No, I feel like.
Who knows, man? Is it my turn to read the list or read an ad? What are we doing?
Wait, who
Okay.
just read it?
No, I read it.
So you're I'll get you to read this one.
Okay.
This episode of the House of Rouse is brought to you by...
Ha! What? JP buys it. JP buys it. Hold on. I'm going to restart this ad because I believe the way I should read this is a little bit different.
It looks a little...
Yeah, it's I didn't see the punctuations. I'm going to nail it this time. Okay, so it's JP buys it, and here we go. JP buys it. JP buys it. JP buys it. JP buys it.
Wait, what?
No need to deny it. If you supply it, always rest assured that JP supplies it. JP supplies it. Buys it. We're gonna. All right. Looking down the road, what do I see? Oh, thank God, it's my boy JP. Got a dope looking jacket that's a little too big. Take it out the closet and drop it off at my dig. Running out of words that rhyme so fly, but all you need to remember is that JP buys. JP buys it. JP buys it.
We gotta reboot this shit now, dude.
www.jpwillbuyanything.gov and enter promo code "Give me your shit" at checkout to receive an 11% discount at checkout. It said checkout twice.
That was beautiful.
This show has to end. This has to be the end of this show.
Thank God it's my boy JP.
Dear God. Okay.
It's just going to be a picture of the UFC flyer the whole time.
Shh. All right, so I went a different route on this. God. Again, I just can't get over Brad Pitt.
That'd be so fun. What if Hunter just only said French actors?
Yeah.
It's all just French people.
The
Three
that's
Colors
French,
trilogy.
right? All right, so number 5, who knows, toss up, but this is who I put there because I just couldn't see one without him. Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I knew. I mean, I was gonna guess he was on your list too.
Honorable mention for me.
Haven't seen him in anything.
It's just crazy.
That's hard.
Like, I just thinking back, I have never seen a bad role out of him, and he has so many different types of roles. I mean, he was fucking Capote.
God,
he was
Capote's
in
good.
what was that fucking
Capote's
the
fucking
Nun
amazing.
movie? Doubt was crazy.
Doubt's amazing.
Fucking but then he's in Along Came Polly, and he's hilarious. And he's in The Big Lebowski, and he's playing like the straight man comedy, and it's still hilarious.
Sorry.
Mission Impossible 3.
Mission Impossible, great villain. Yeah, I mean he's
You've
just
seen that?
yeah.
That's
The Mission Impossible
rabbit's foot,
series
right?
I've seen
are
his torture scene.
honestly the Mission Impossible series are surprisingly at least fun to watch.
Dude,
I've heard they're good.
And they've got like Philip Seymour Hoffman, awesome villain in that.
I don't know if you know Robert Towne, but he wrote the first two Mission Impossibles, which is insane.
But anyway, yeah. So I just feel, and then what was that? Till the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Oh yes,
Like that was just such a weird deep cut that we watched one day, and I was like,
so good.
He is fucking acting his balls off.
yeah,
in this movie.
dude. The dude who made 12 Angry Men made that.
That's crazy.
I found that out just the other day.
Yeah. So I mean, he just crushes every role, and it doesn't even matter what the role is.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend.
All right. So number 4 is Daniel Day-Lewis. Again, my list is really just who I think is some of the best as far as actual just acting talent, and and Daniel Day-Lewis is probably the only one that doesn't fit the second part of my category, which is a big discography of things that you can look at.
I just haven't seen him in anything.
Everything
Daniel
he's
Day-Lewis
in,
doesn't
though.
do as much, but yeah, everything he crushes.
Yeah, I just haven't
and
seen
Lincoln, he became Lincoln. In Gangs of New York, that fucking the Butcher
He's
is
the best part of the movie,
The Butcher
without a
is
doubt.
such an amazing villain.
Yeah.
Fucking, I've never seen My Left Foot All the Way.
God though.
But yeah, the shit he's doing in that crazy. He's selling it.
That's what he's doing the whole time.
I mean, yeah, that's the part he's playing.
Top 5 tarts.
Nobody loves me.
But anyway, Last of the Mohicans.
I've always wanted to watch
He
that.
fucking apparently became proficient with a bow and arrow and a hatchet because he just sinks himself into these fuckers. So whatever. Daniel Day-Lewis, and I've never even seen There Will Be Blood. That's the crazy part.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. And he's still in my argument.
I've never seen it either.
Oh, God damn.
Number 3 is Tom Hanks.
Because of Toy Story?
I mean, that's part of it
Toy
for
Story 2,
sure.
the best one.
But he's also someone who is he's in 2 different movies about someone being stranded somewhere that are like 2 hours and some change, and I am captivated the entire time.
Captain Phillips?
Yeah, I mean, he's great.
Not Captain Phillips.
Yeah, that movie
He's
sucked.
stranded there?
He was yeah. I'm specifically talking about Castaway and The Terminal.
Never seen The Terminal.
The Terminal he nails. I love the accent he does in that.
His best role is
Medicine for goat. He plays as like an Eastern European.
The Lady Killer is his best movie.
Oh, yo, he's amazing in Lady Killer.
No, he
I
is
haven't
great.
s-
In
I
it.
haven't s-
He's
I
got that weird
can't
ass
say I've seen
accent.
the
Yeah,
Lady
dude,
Killers.
he's like a fucking 18th century like he's basically Edgar Allan Poe with a little more like
He's got, like,
Shakespeare type thrown in.
He's got like Southern and French mixed together. It's really weird.
Yeah, he's insane in it, but he's awesome. Forrest Gump. I mean, fucking oh god. Yeah, Tom Hanks is just I
Saving
feel like
Private Ryan.
he just commands the screen when he's on it. Like
Yeah.
that's Tom Hanks.
He's
for you.
great.
Number
Spies.
2. This one surprised the hell out of me because I always used to be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Evan? Jack fucking Nicholson is that high up on your list? And once I started thinking about it, it's fucking Jack Nicholson's number 2 for me.
Nice.
Well,
Really,
I
because I started
appreciate that.
thinking about the great villains that I love, and Nicholson has so many. He's got the Joker. He's like like I said, I need to fucking watch The Shining all the way through, but he's
God.
fucking terrifying in everything you see him in that.
You seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Oh, I've absolutely seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's great in that,
Yeah,
but he's
he's
not really the
amazing.
villain in that.
No.
Joker. He's just The Departed. Amazing villain in The Departed. Yeah, I just like once I started thinking about it, I was like, this motherfucker is really great. I really at first I wrote it down just like, all right, I'll consider it, whatever.
Yeah, and talk about versatility.
Yeah. Oh yeah, incredibly versatile. Switched into comedies, even did some like romantic comedy type shit.
Won an Oscar for one of them.
Which one?
As Good as It Gets.
Oh, really? He won an Oscar for As Good as It Gets.
I know, and all of his roles.
That is insane.
Yeah.
What was that
Wow.
one movie he was in that me and you watched? That was like really
About Schmidt.
highly reviewed, yeah, and it was not good.
Yeah.
I'd have to rewatch it. I remember seeing Kathy Bates fully nude, and I was too young for
Yeah,
that.
it was a weird. It was a weird
that'll
movie.
Scar you.
Yeah, I was too young.
Anyway, number 1 is Robert De Niro.
That's surprising.
Yeah, because Sir Anthony Hopkins, of course, at first was on the list, and he just kind of kept going down and down and down because
Oh man, I thought for sure
it was
he was
mostly bolstered by Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I love Hannibal the character. He nails it every time.
one of the best performances for sure.
Yeah, but once I started thinking about his other movies, I'm like, he's just always like the old, smart kind of sly dude. Like
That was why I didn't have Morgan Freeman in mind because he's
like
always
De
just
Niro,
the wise person.
De Niro's played crazy. He's played comedies later in life. He's. I mean, you basically have to say he's the greatest gangster movie actor at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played fucking Scarface. He was in fucking Casino. He was. He's in The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, he's
he
Taxi
is great in
Driver.
that.
I mean,
that doesn't
he's
really,
like I said,
but-
just gangster movies alone. He's the fucking king of them, and they're all great. And he nails the roles.
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents, hilarious as shit.
Yeah. Dirty Grandpa.
I mean, and you're not even mentioning his other Scorsese. I mean, him and Scorsese worked together.
Grudge
for
Match.
years. Raging Bull.
Oh, yeah, Raging Bull. I still need to watch that.
So he, I think to just have the longevity he has and to do it so many different ways and evolve later in life too and do different ways. That's why I got him number 1.
Yeah, I should put him higher, honestly, but the movies, just all the shit comedies he's done really.
See,
tarnished
that's
it
what
for me.
originally would have brought Jack Nicholson down for me because he did some shit ones too.
But there were still some more
As good as it
respectable.
gets,
Like
really isn't that great.
Anger Management.
I like As Good as It Gets.
Anger
I
Man.
do like that movie.
Anger Management's terrible.
Yeah, I don't like anger management.
The Bucket List isn't great.
Yeah, so yeah.
But Robert De Niro has some.
You gotta judge them in their
awful
prime.
movies.
You judge them in the prime.
De Niro has some terrible ones too. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you can only
whatever.
judge their primes.
All right, so number 5, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Number 4, Daniel Day-Lewis. Number 3, Tom Hanks. Number 2, Jack Nicholson. Number 1, Robert De Niro.
Wow. All right, my first one you guys are gonna laugh at, but I'm already expecting it.
Yeah, I'm dying to know what this one is.
Number.
Oh no! Please don't say Shia LaBeouf.
Number.
Please don't say Shia
That's what it
LaBeouf.
is.
Number 5, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I don't laugh at that.
Wow.
No,
I'm
dude,
surprised
he's my
by
honorable
it.
mention. Oh, why would I laugh at that? He's amazing.
I'm
Matt-
definitely surprised by it.
Matthew McConaughey, I think, is super slept on, and I think once his career is over and done with, people are gonna look back at him and be like, "Fuck, he was one of the greatest actors ever, and we just didn't even notice
His
it."
early career was just so bad that it soured him for a lot of people, and now he's put out like amazing. I mean,
He's put out amazing.
I have
ones.
3
He's been great.
main performances to note for him:
I still top 5.
Interstellar, True Detective, which is a show, and Dallas Buyers Club.
I was about to say, you better say Dallas Buyers.
Those 3 performances, especially True Detective and Dallas Buyers Club.
Was that Jennifer Garner in that?
And True Detective
Dallas Buyers.
and Dallas Buyers. Jared, I know it's him and Jared Leto.
Let's see.
he's great in Mud.
So I remember.
He's great in Mud. Yeah,
I
he's
feel
great.
like.
And Killer Joe.
I
He's
feel like
great
she
in Killer
was
Joe.
it, and I was like, this brings it down a little bit for me.
Yeah, Jennifer Garner's not great.
She's awful. She's just the worst.
God bless her, but
He's great in Tropic Thunder.
he's amazing in Tropic. I mean, he's great. He's amazing.
Tom Cruise really steals the show in that movie, though.
Yeah, he does for sure.
Dallas.
But yeah, Matthew McConaughey honestly can show so much intensity and emotion.
Dazed and Confused.
And
amazing in that.
That's his first role, and he
Yeah, that was
Murdered it.
Jennifer Garner. Man, you got 2 guys just acting their balls off. That wet towel.
She does suck.
Yeah, poor. Yeah, I don't.
It's the same thing with Gangs of New
I'm not a
York.
fan of her.
People are acting their balls off, and there's Cameron Diaz.
And I'm not a fan of Cameron Diaz either.
Yeah. All right, what's number 4?
Okay.
Number 4, Sir Ben Kingsley.
You knew
Yeah.
that was coming.
Yep.
I can't believe he's 4.
I think Ben Kingsley is also one of the greatest.
Has he been in a lot? I just feel like I'm seeing
Yeah,
him
he's been in
hardly
a,
things.
tons. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff, and he's also incredibly versatile. And
He was Gandhi.
Yep, he was. Yeah, here's my standout performances from me personally. Hugo. I know we shouldn't bring that up.
I've heard that movie sucks. Never seen it though.
I heard it was a smash. I heard it was a smash.
Gandhi, the
the
Whackness, the Whackness, and Schindler's List. Yeah, and those are his standouts for me.
Oh, the Whackness. I forgot about the Whackness.
Isn't that movie's so fucking good?
I do love the Whackness.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley is fucking phenomenal. He's another one that I think once he dies, like, people will look back. He's already highly regarded, but, you know, he's a little slept on.
Oh my god.
What did you say? What did you say?
Nothing.
Nothing, man.
You just saw my list? Is that what it was?
Uh-huh.
Oh. 3, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Nice.
Lincoln, There'll Be Blood, My Left Foot. Just those 3. I mean, you can keep on fucking going. I mean,
Pal
even
Foot
Phantom
Foot.
Thread. My Pal Foot Foot. Yeah, dude, the dude lives his roles. And you gotta wonder, he's so good at acting that you gotta wonder if he's lost a bit of himself. I couldn't imagine that he's all there with how lost he gets.
I just haven't seen him. I've only seen the only movie I've ever seen him in was The Crucible in high school.
That's weird.
It's a Daniel Day-Lewis movie.
What?
Yeah, that's all I've ever seen. What year did that come out?
Oh, fuck. All right, on to the next one.
Number 2, Marlon Brando.
How many movies have you seen of him?
Standout, Streetcar Named Desire, which I've seen. Godfather, which I've seen. On the Waterfront, which I've seen. And Apocalypse Now. I haven't seen that one, but I've seen parts of it. Marlon,
What? That doesn't count.
but Marlon
What
Brando.
about the weird ones you started making movies fat?
Also had an affair with Richard Pryor, allegedly. But Marlon Brando
That'd be sick.
is the cliche, greatest actor, and everyone talks about Brando is the
I've seen
best.
The Godfather.
Yeah,
and
that's all I've ever seen too.
I could have been a contender.
Is that how he does it?
And that one,
No, he doesn't do the Godfather accent
No.
for all of his roles. That's weird.
it's but yeah, he's incredible, and almost everyone copies Brando. He's like the starting point for almost every actor.
You got number one, Laurence Olivier.
No, he's got Jack Nicholson.
Number one, Jack Nicholson.
I
Jack
didn't
Nicholson.
cut you short. I was just wondering what route you were going.
Number one's Jack Nicholson. He's the GOAT, for sure. And I've listed his standouts, and I could have kept fucking going. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Batman, Chinatown, which is one of the greatest films ever made, As Good as It Gets, A Few Good Men, You Can't Handle the Truth, The Last Detail, and The Departed.
Not The Shining?
And you already mentioned The Shining. But Jack Nicholson is...
Some of those other ones too.
Yeah, I mentioned One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest also.
Yeah.
Well,
And Batman.
okay, well, let's just stop the show.
Evan's not a fan of The Shining. Just tell everybody.
Well, it's my favorite Kubrick movie.
How you say that?
Huh?
How you say that?
Kubrick?
Kubrick.
Kubrick? Had a higher IQ than Albert Einstein. But yeah, he is the greatest.
Invented the A-bomb, so.
He is,
And theories on how the world works.
well, the other person faked the moon landing.
I don't think he did.
But Jack Nicholson's the greatest actor to ever live. And went out like a boss, and he just decided one day, he was like, yeah, I'm fucking done. And just lived the rest of his life, and he's been killing it. And he is I think he's the greatest, and he's my favorite. So
I think he's the greatest, and I love him.
yeah. I love Jack Nicholson. He's awesome.
Oh, fuck.
All right, roll through them.
Hey, fuck you, buddy. Number 5, Matthew McConaughey. Number 4, Ben Kingsley. Number 3, Daniel Day-Lewis. Number 2, Marlon Brando. And number 1, Jack Nicholson. Honorable mentions.
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman. Morgan Freeman. Tobey Maguire.
Really?
Yes. Christian Bale. Brad Pitt. DiCaprio. Heath Ledger. Joaquin Phoenix. Willem Dafoe. And Donald Sutherland. I ain't sleeping on my boy Donald Sutherland.
See, I've only seen like 2 movies with Heath Ledger.
Did you say Ed Norton? Because you should have said Ed Norton.
I said
I'll take him or leave him.
Christoph Waltz, Michael Caine, Kevin
Michael
Spacey, sneaky one, Morgan Freeman, Gene Wilder,
Sneaky.
Gene Wilder.
What does
that
that
was one that was
mean?
on
Sneaky
mine
one.
too.
What the fuck
Gene
does that
Wilder, Matthew McConaughey, Anthony Hopkins, Tommy Lee Jones, and Steve Zahn.
What about Gary Oldman?
He is great.
mean? Gary Oldman's fucking awesome.
Gary Oldman almost went number 5.
Christoph Waltz, dude,
Christoph
Waltz
Waltz
is
is
great,
great,
too.
amazing.
but he's getting typecast.
I'm shocked you didn't have Sam Rockwell on your honorable mentions.
Oh, yeah, he could. Yeah,
Christoph
you're
Waltz
right.
getting
That's a good one. She
typecast
said
is
that.
just crazy villain. Like he's like you gotta do something else.
Not in Django. Django. He's not a villain in Django.
He's not a villain.
He's a good guy.
He's still kind of crazy.
This whole time I was thinking Christopher Walken. I was like, what the fuck is he in?
He is great in Seven Psychopaths.
He is.
Christopher Walken's a great actor.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Yep. And
We have one more ad
oh,
for
and
Hunter
we have
makes
one
his
more
reveal.
ad, so then we get to the reveal for next episode. We're coming to the end of season 3. Who's gonna be nominated in the
God.
Rousers? Who's gonna win?
The show is a mess right now.
Oh, this is one of the worst episodes ever.
Oh yeah, don't even just tune out.
We have to do something about this show.
What's wrong with your wallpaper? What is that?
I didn't pick that.
Oh my god.
I told you it was long.
It's not even that long.
This episode of the House of Rouse is brought to you by...
From the
Never
makers
understood
of the semi-successful Balsa Salsa comes a new product that will have you saying, "Holy guacamole." That's because Balsa Salsa has reached out to diversify the brand name with their new homegrown guacamole. It's called Holy Guacamole. And make no mistake that they are indeed holy. You see, every avocado is grown inside of a chapel where it is baptized with holy water by only the finest priests that the Catholic Church had to move to a new secluded location. Because we are here at Balsa Salsa, believe in our slogan, "Pdibd," PDTB. Pastors don't touch bastards. Good Lord.
What?
Then the holy guacamole are wrapped up all nice and tight and shipped directly to your doorstep. That's right. All balsa salsa holy guacamole is delivered by ship. Even if you're right down the street. That's a balsa salsa holy guacamole guarantee. Go to our website. Holy shit, it's holyguacamole.com/balsa salsa/Thor for 2% off. What a steal. Only one avocado's worth of holy guacamole is allowed to be purchased at a time. One avocado's worth? How much does that make? I'm not familiar with their measurements of an avocado to guacamole ratio. What was that one? Was 11% or something, right?
Yours was 11. That one was 2. Jesus Christ.
So Balsa Salsa's reaching out, doing new stuff.
Dude, we really... Oh, my God.
Fuck me.
That's a lot to
When are we
remember.
watching Fully Cooley again?
That's not happening.
I'm waiting for it.
That is definitely not happening.
I thought we're watching Xena Warrior Princess next.
Oh, man.
So what's happening on the next episode?
I have no fucking clue. I don't know, man. We're going to watch Saving Silverman.
Thank God.
And
About
I am
time.
very, very worried about it. Because
Yeah.
this is another one of those I really loved growing up. And I think it's still going to hold up. It's where I grew a
cast
love
is
of
stacked.
Neil Diamond from.
Strange.
Yes. Well, it'll make more sense when you see the movie. And I guess to go along with that theme, have we ever done top? I don't want to go top 5 guitarists because I don't want to fight. I don't want to punch you in the face. But I thought a little milder version. Have we done top 5 frontmen?
We have not. Never done it.
It's like is there a genre or just any?
I don't know.
Like
we can iron
Can
out
it be
those details
best
later.
front
I'd say
concert.
most of them is rock band.
Best
Does
front,
it have to be a guy from
Front,
other
when I
people?
think front man, I immediately go rock.
Does there have to be like? What if it's like a solo act? Not like obviously people have on stage like guitarists and shit. What if it's like
One
the
person?
act is it's like this is the artist?
One person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think.
What do you mean?
Does that
though?
count? Like for example,
Like Taylor Swift.
Or like
yes.
Prince?
Yes. So like Prince or Taylor Swift, something like that.
Prince is still a front man. He has a band.
Okay, but like
What about Taylor
it's like
Swift?
him though. Is
I
like,
mean, yeah, but I would still consider him a
Okay.
front man.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
All right.
women are allowed to be included.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Honestly, there could be something to make that list.
Yeah, like I said, probably still going to cause an argument, but not nearly as bad as top 5 guitarists.
Yeah, that one would be rough.
Okay.
See you next time on the House of Rouse.
Maybe I gotta repeat this shit quick.
All right, I'm seriously never talking to you guys again. This is the worst time.
I am.
to be over for a while.
Yeah, it's been too many years.